Good morning, good day, good afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world. This is Wolverine broadcasting out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, US of A, for the Salvation Trading Company, where we teach to trade forward X with realistic outcomes and proven price using proven price indicators and cross-pair analysis. All right, at any time, feel free to come to www.salvationtrading.com. Where you can review all the previous week live screenshots. These are live trades that are taken on these screenshots. And you can also go and look at all of our monthly PIP tally as well as the yearly PIP tallies and both positive and negative trades on our scalping trades and also on our weekly position trades, trade suggestions. Okay, so this is one of the highlights again for the week of January 9th, 2012. Now, previous video, I showed a euro dollar using a trading with the trend. Now, this one is a counter trend trade. Now, on the channel break strategy, these are all, remember, developed under the channel break strategy method. This particular method within the strategy is designed to trade either you can trade counter trend. Now, on the daily channel breaks and on the weekly channel breaks, I do not recommend trading with the trend against the trend. Sorry, but on scalping strategies, certainly we can trade against the trend. And the difference is, in the last video I showed you a trade where we traded with the trend, and you can see that in fact I can go back to it real shortly here. Here it is, where we took 23 pips because of but you can see our MACD line was testing to the neutral line, and our trends were moving short here, okay? Our trend lines were both moving short, the 5 and the 1. Now, on this particular trade, we're trading against the trend, and you can see, though, our MACD lines now are at upper extremes. And if you remember our checklist, that is one of on the rules of engagement. First of all, we see, are we trading with the 5-minute trend line? Well, no, we're not, because our 5-minute trend line is moving long. And we're looking at trade, so if we're shorting this, we won't be trading it. We won't be trading it with the trend line. Also, excuse me, a 1-minute trend line moving long. And is price testing known resistance or support? Well, that we certainly can check off, because here again, here's resistance at 28.17. Now again, these are values that are sent to my clients well in advance before price even gets here. So we have resistance at 28.17, support at 27.86, and another support down at 27.73. And you can see here, as you follow the arrow, momentum is turning short above predetermined resistance at 28.17, starting to turn short. And the other checklist is, the 1-minute MACD. Is it converged at extremes or testing the zero line? And again, these are 1 minute. This is a 1-minute time frame. These are 1-minute candles, okay? And this is our channel. We want to see how we can determine if we are extended on being overbought, and if the market will bring price right back down into this channel. And you can see from these resistance support levels here how the market has been keeping price in this predetermined numbers of channels. Again, these channels are already given to you, so you know where the channel is likely to develop. That is a major help in understanding how to scalp these trades for a significant amount of pips and a low risk trade. And I say low risk because you'll see we only place a 10 pip stop on all of our scalping trades. And so here, as we go through our checklist, now is the 1-minute MACD. Are we at extremes of the zero line? Yep, we're at upper extremes. Here's the zero line. We are well up here at upper extremes. And now is the 1-minute MACD fast moving average crossing over the slow moving average. Okay, remember our red line is our fast moving average, our green lines are slow moving average. Here we are at upper extremes, and we look at our three trigger elements that you learn when you go through the 1 minute MACD training module. We have convergence, we have crossover, the fast moving average crossing over the slow moving average, and we have divergence developing, and you can see that's going to be confirmed by this histogram that's developing this red our valley. So we have the crossover of the here and on our checklist, no news coming out, and are the cross pairs going to fuel this trading plan? Well, in this case it does, because we did have the dollar Swiss also at lower extremes, at a lower level on support and bouncing long, which would help fuel this euro dollar short, as well as the euro sterling shorting and the Aussie dollar shorting. All of those will fuel the euro dollar short. And cross pair analysis is something that I teach every day in every webinar. So, and I do have a guide, a cross pair guide that will also be very helpful in understanding what pairs will help fuel your trade. Now, we look at this and say, okay, we met all the rules of engagement. That gives you the highest probability of a successful trade. Remember, there's never any guarantees. It's all about probabilities and getting the highest probabilities using the least amount of indicators to be able to produce the greatest amount of pips. So here's the live trade call. Here we took it short, took euro dollar short at 28.26 because we met all of our requirements on the rules of engagement. And as the MACD line started, MACD shorted, moved short with divergence to the short side, momentum would take price down to a place where we could take 10 pips off right away. So I take a major portion of my position off, 70%, and I move my stop to break even. And so by doing that, I have now captured 10 pips and my spread, and I move my stop to break even, so that I protect my capital. So important that you learn to protect. You make sure to remember to protect your capital. And at this point, you see price started to turn back up a little bit, but because the MACD lines were overbought here, getting more sellers than buyers into the market on the euro dollar, it continued finally to bring this back down to test a 1 minute trend line and to continue to short down to 27.95, where it started to stall a little bit. So I already had my 20 pips at that point, so I took the remaining off at 27.95 here. Now you could have easily put a trailing stop on. However, what did price end up going to? Oh, right to support, predetermined support at 27.86. You can also see the fast moving average has flattened out where it was overbought. Now it's oversold, and so we had momentum just moved right through the zero line, and price came right down to support, and there's confirmation that this is going to be supportive, and that's where you can actually get out of the trade right at 27.86. Okay, so this is a counter trend trade. So this is how you can trade with a counter trend, and using just the three indicators. And these are remember, most of these indicators, the MACD and the trend lines are available free from your broker. I will provide you the resistance support lines, but you can see how valuable these resistance support levels are. All right, so again, feel free to come to our website at www.salvationtrading.com, where you can join us for a 10-day trial, free for now. So take advantage of that while it's still a free trial, and then and you will also be available to get into the live webinars for the first 2 hours of each market session every day, where I provide trade setups and take live trades. And all the trades you see on the follow-up screenshots on the webpage are live webinar trades. Okay, so it's all capable for you to get those pips as well. You can also, again, review all the screenshots and our monthly and yearly results. And we do record both positive and negative trades. So these are realistic trades on live trades, and feel free to come. We'd love to have you there and take advantage of the 10-day free trial. Thank you for your time, and God bless.